Hey there everyone, welcome back to Cortec IT Solutions again. Whether you're just starting your career or aiming to switch or aiming for the next big promotion, having a standout resume is very crucial. But let's be honest, creating a perfect resume is a bit challenging and overwhelming. So that's why in this video, we are going to look at some professional tools available on the online to make a perfect resume for you. I'm Hemant Kumar, a social media strategist at Cortec IT Solutions, and today I'll be sharing you some expert tips on how to make your resume and use resume checkers to make sure that your resume stands out from the competition and shines out of all of them. And stick around until the end. I'll provide you some insider tips on how hiring manager actually sees your resume and what exactly they see and what exactly they review on your resume as. So let's get started. Building a resume. So before building a resume, let's look at an example resume. I'll show you my example resume. So this is my latest resume. As you can see here, just my name, my email, my LinkedIn profile, my phone number, and my portfolio link. My skills, experience, projects, education, and certifications. This is simple, not too fancy, not too different types of font or stylish fonts, or no profile picture. That's all. This is simple. This is how your resume should be. The reason is that your resume goes through an ATS checker where your resume gets scored based on an AI or any software tool that actually reviewing your resume. So people don't actually, like example, the managers or hiring managers does not look at your resumes. If there are over 100 or thousands of resumes, right, they cannot go through every resume, so they'll have a tool for that. If you are specifically sending your resume or an HR is directly seeing you, then that's a different story. And also, if you're not going for web designs parts or UI UX part or designing part, then that's a different story. That completely based on your how your design works and creativity works. But this is for a data analyst role or a full stack role or a data scientist role or role similar to that. Simple resume is much better. Now this is an example resume. We'll look back at this again. We will try to build this simple resume and also we'll measure the score for this particular resume through ATS checker. Now there are various tools on the online for you to build your resume, and some of them are premium and also some of them are free. But I'm going to look at a popular tool, Overleaf. Overleaf is one of the popular resume maker tools on the online. Okay, now let's open that. As you can see, I'm already logged in. If you're like not signed up, just go here and sign up. If you are signing in as new, it will ask you like this. Okay, just sign up with Google. It's easier for you. After you sign up, it will show you something like this. After that, you have to come here, click on it, and blank project again. No, we'll look at some templates first. Go here, click on resume/CV. Okay, these are some resumes. As I told you, these three are no go. You should never select this type of resume if you are a fresher or looking for a professional job. Okay, come down, we'll search for the ones that we like. I like. Okay, this is good, but I don't want it to have sideways. I want it to have simple in one page. Okay, this one is fine. This looks good. Okay, we will try to edit this particular resume. Let's look at that. How exactly is this? And you can directly download it or you can edit it right here, then and there. This is much better. Okay. Now you will receive this particular resume in code format. In left side, you will have editor and right side, you will have the actual resume of that. So as you can see, this is how the resume looks. So we will change the details in this. Now, all you have to do is scroll down here or else just go here, double click on this name. You will be taken to the particular part of the code where the name is. So we'll change the names. After you type your name, just click on Ctrl S. It will save and compile. There you can go. It has changed to your name. And now you need to add your GitHub, your LinkedIn, and your portfolio, email, and phone number. So let me just add them. Okay, so I have just opened up my LinkedIn, my GitHub repository, and also my portfolio website. So I have to add just these links over here. Always select the HTTPS one. Okay, when you first click on this, it will only select that, but click again, it will select complete of that. Okay, now copy this and I'll just copy paste these links. Okay, here on your GitHub link, just paste your own GitHub repository link and change the username to, okay, and click on save. As you can see, the link has been updated and you can click on it and your GitHub repository will be open. just like that. It's simple. Okay, now I'll just copy paste all of them and also add phone number and email. Okay, just give me a minute. Now I have successfully added all my GitHub, LinkedIn, my portfolio, my email and my phone number, but there is a problem here. As you can see, it is out of order. Okay, it should have been in one line, but it is not. So I want to remove a particular one here. Which one should I remove? I would suggest you to remove your GitHub repository, because we will be adding your GitHub repository below in your project section soon. So I think you can remove your GitHub repository. It's your wish. If you're watching this video and you're doing it, you can remove whichever one you want, your portfolio or your GitHub or your LinkedIn. Okay, but make sure to add this particular GitHub or any of the one that you're trying to remove, add it somewhere else in the particular resume. Now that's done. Let's add summary. In my suggestion, there is no need for you to add your summary, because your work experience or your projects or your education or your skill set will easily tell you who you are and what role you're applying to or what work you actually do. So summary section is not needed, but if you want to, you can go and add that. We'll go back to our old friend ChatGPT and we'll ask him about this. Okay, I am asking for a full stack web developer role, a summary. So it will give you a summary like this. So it's going to give you a very big one. There is no need for you all this. We can come back to that later. First go here, just copy this. Okay, and simply come back here. So we need to go for this CV part, right? Click on summary, double click. It will take you there. See, it brought you over here. Now just remove this all and paste it. Save. So there is a GitHub repository over here. We don't need that. So let's just remove it, because as I told you, we will add a GitHub repository in our project section soon. So that's about your summary. But I personally don't think you should have a summary, as I already told you. So I'm going to remove this for now, but if you want to, you can add your summary. Now coming to your work experience. Now, if you are a fresher and you do not have any experience, you can simply remove this section. And also, if you have internships experience, you can add that experience over here. There is no problem with that. And if you have a work experience, you can add even that too, no problem. You can add how many work experiences you have. Like in the past, you have been in 2 jobs. You can add that to 2 different designations. I'll show you a PDF just now. I already prepared separate for work experience, and now we are going to look at how to prepare for freshers. Okay, I'll also show you how a resume for work experience, like experienced individuals. Okay, I'll show you that, but first let's complete for freshers. I'll remove this work experience section and we'll go with the project section, focusing on project section more for a fresher. Okay, coming to the projects, there is a template as some project. Okay, you can add your own projects. I myself have completed more than 2 to 3 projects on full stack web development. Okay, I have like working on projects for over 3 years at this point. Okay, myself. Okay, if you are someone like that, then that is well and good. You can simply add your projects and its description. I'll also show you. So first, let's go to my GitHub repository, because my links of my repository are there over there. So screen time. So this is one of my web development projects called as Screen Time, where a website is based on, I have made a movie tracking app for that. Like people can come there and track their movies, how many movies they have watched, what are the movies, different genres, something like that. So this is a website. So I can simply add this particular website link over here in my project section. Do you remember that I told you you have to add your GitHub repository near your project, so that people can simply open your repository and find out that you have completed this project. Okay, if you remember, we have just removed GitHub repository from summary section. Right now we'll just paste it over here. Before here, we'll paste it over here, our GitHub link. Let's save it and let's see before adding the description if it is visible or not. Click on here if it is redirecting to GitHub or not. Yes, it is redirecting. Now there is nothing else for us to worry. Now let's add description to that. Now, if you are looking for a description, go back here. Simply ask ChatGPT about it again. So what you're going to ask about your project. As you can see, what I did was I just copied my description of Screen Time and I pasted there, and I asked as, this project is based on a website for movie tracking. So give me points, like basically bullet points about this, so that I can add it to in my resume project section. You can actually improvise it if you already know some of the prompts of ChatGPT. Okay, now let's enter and see what exactly it will give us. As you can see here, it initially gave me like this big one, so I didn't want that. I asked it to concise it for me, so it gave this short form of mine. So what you will do is just can simply copy this. So I just copy pasted it. It does not look good, right? So it's not that kind of readable format. So what we'll do is just we will remove it. Okay, so as you can see here, I did not like that particular format, so I have changed it. And if you also want to change it, I'll just screenshot this particular code, or I'll also give the entire code of this in the description. You can simply copy paste that code and you will get this particular template. Okay, or you can simply go and ask ChatGPT. See, I have asked it, I didn't want that particular code, so I changed it to this code, so it gave me this code. So it looks much better, right, in bullet points. So you can change it however you want. You can simply ask ChatGPT. Okay, and now I have already added one project, but this entire thing still looks empty. So before going for another project, first let's complete our education part. Okay, the education is there from class 10 to 12 to bachelor's degree and PhD. There is no need for you to go for all that particular education part over here. Okay, you can simply put your last education, which is my last education is bachelor's degree. So you can simply put that, and before that it was diploma. You can simply put that. There is no need for you to go for your intermediate or your high school, middle school, all that stuff. Only put your recent education. Coming to education, I try to change it. I'll just show you. Okay, I am not satisfied with how it looks. Okay, I will try to change the code again, and also I'll give the codes in the below. You can simply copy paste them if you want to. All right, I think this is much better, right? My bachelor's degree in computer science engineering from March 2019 to 2022, diploma in computer science engineering. This much is enough. And again, don't worry about the top one. Is it so empty? Do not worry. I will add another couple of projects over there. First, let's complete this. Okay, and now coming to publications, I am not sure what this is, so there is no need for you to have this. Okay, let's remove this. Okay, do not worry, there is no need of that. Okay, now coming to the skills part. So you need to have skills related to what we are applying this for full stack web developer. So that means you need to have related skills to that. If you already know what those skills are, then that is fine. You can simply go here, okay, and simply remove this and add your skills. And if you don't know what those roles are, you can simply come back here, as the ChatGPT already gave you the prompt. Do you remember for that, right? See, the skills that you have used in your project, these are the skills. So that means you need to add HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Node.js, Express.js, Python, all of the skills in your skills section, because you've already used those skills in your project sections, right? So if you do not have those skills and you have already completed that particular project, then that might be a big trouble for you. So do not do that, okay? So as you can see, I have simply updated my skills. These are a lot of skills, but this is what ChatGPT gave me. I'm just like, showing you, like, you can add these skills. If you want to, you can remove some of the skills. All right, it does not matter. It's up to you how you want to add your skills. Now, let me tell you a joke. Your resume is completed. Yes, it is completed, but not entirely. Because if you go with this resume, like half a paper of resume is not called as a resume in my opinion. And also hiring manager, it will not give a very good look. You have already added your projects, and you can also add another project. I mean, you do not have any experience, right? You don't have any experience. You are a fresher. You haven't completed any internships. So what will you do? You have to have your projects completed before going for a job interview. Because if you haven't even worked on a single project, what hope do you have on working on that particular company projects, right? So at least you have to have a couple of projects if you are a fresher, okay? You have to have already made them. So I'll just add some more projects and I'll show you. I have updated with this my particular code, okay? I asked ChatGPT to give me the code. Like I just asked that, I posted that particular code. So here, add a GitHub repository link. So it simply gave me the code again. I just copy pasted it over here. There is no need for you to worry if you do not know coding. It's just copy paste matter. You have ChatGPT, you have resources for everything on the online, okay? Now, let's click on this. As you can see, this is my project, okay? And now let's add another project of mine. Just all you have to do is just copy this, okay? And just come back here and paste it. The same project will be added for you. Okay, not the entire project section. So okay, you have to remove that, not entire thing. Just copy this text from here to end item size. Okay, that is the only thing there is you need to copy. As you can see, there are 2 projects for you. I just copy pasted them. Now it's your job to change the projects names and their description. So I'll do that for you. I'll go back here again. I'll show you my another project, tollgate management. This is my another web project which I have done. This is a description of it. We have created a tollgate management website where you can go and book your vehicles, basically FASTag. At the time, FASTag, we didn't know about that, so we have created similar to that on a website where you can book your vehicle tollgate. You can pass from one tollgate to another tollgate. That is what this website is about. So I'm going to just first let's insert the link of this and then we'll add our description. So what I did here is that I wanted to change this, right? I can simply go and type each and everything out, but you'll still make some mistakes because at the resume ATS checker, if you have any repeated words, you will have a problem. So I went back here again. I copied this entire thing. I pasted it in ChatGPT and I used this again, the code. I put the code and I said, change the description according to the information that I have given you. So it changed it again and it gave me both of them, tollgate management and your screen time. I mean, my screen time, I'm sorry. So just copy this again. Okay, you can simply remove this entire thing. Okay, from here to here, just paste it. Simple. It is over. Your project section is ready and it is also improved it. As you can see, it's Jan 2024 and May 2024. I did not do this in 2024, but let it be for now. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now your resume is completed. You already added your GitHub links too. So there was a small mistake. It did not add my GitHub repository. So I have added it again. I'm sorry for cutting all of this because the video will be much longer if I just show you everything. Okay, you will easily understand them. Just copy pasting and editing. That's all the thing that you need to do. Now your resume is completed. Yes, it is completed for a fresher because there is no experience for you. And one more thing, you haven't completely done yet. You are just having this description over here, but there is not much quantitative values in it. Okay, there is no much quantitative values in it because you always need to have numbers in your resume because that numbers define you, how much your work you have done, how much effort you have put into it. So we'll ask ChatGPT again and we'll ask for it to add some numbers or quantitative values. Let's do that. So I asked it to concise. It concised the data again. So let's just do the same thing again. I copy pasted. And now I'll also tell you one more thing. If you are trying to add percentage values, it will not show you. I'll just show you. Okay, here you can see reduced audit time by 50%, right? But here it is not showing you. Why? Because this particular template does not take percentages. So for that, all you need to do is go here, click and use this particular key over here. It will be shown in your keyboard, / or \, whichever that is. Okay, so we'll just see wherever it is. Here it is. We'll do it again. And now that's all. Let's save it. So as you can see now, it is full now. 50 plus administration, 60%, 50% with theater. As you can see, the ChatGPT again concised it. So it still looks less than before, but it is informative. And if you want, you can also add another projects, but it is not suggested that you add more than 2 to 3 projects because it will make that, like, you know, it will not be good. Okay, our resume is completed. Thank you for sticking with me until the end, but this is not the end anymore. Download this PDF and I will go and check on a free online ATS resume score. Let's click on this. You will get a lot of free ATS resume checkers. I'm going to use this particular website, resumego.net. Okay, here I'll upload my resume. Click on scan resume. So we'll click on the recent one we have downloaded. Click on it and we'll scan it for you. Just wait for some time. As you can see, it gave you a 86%. That means there is a lot of things lagging, basically word counts. So we only have 208 words in our resume. As I told you, it was little much less, but it's for freshers, right? So your resume tends to be a little bit, you know, on short side. Now let's come back down here. LinkedIn URL. Oh, it looks like our LinkedIn URL is not working. We'll check about that. We'll see what exactly is wrong with that. And other thing, common words. So we are using these particular common words, okay, over here. So that means you need to correct all of things. Achievements is this many, or ChatGPT gave us too many achievements. Okay, that's all. These are the only mistakes that we have. And now obviously you can go back and change them. There is no problem with that, but I'm not going to do it. I'll show you other resumes that I've myself of, because I have just used ChatGPT for this and have personally not went into that and do it. But it is suggested that you go and do that. So now I'll use different resumes of mine. So let's go here. So now again, let's upload another resume. These are the resumes I just built, but I already have mine. Full stack web developer. As I told you, I was going to use a fresher one we have just created, and an experienced one that I've already created beforehand. Now I'll upload that and see 91. And I'll also show what exactly that is. This is the one. As you can see here, this is the experienced full stack web developer resume I have created. Summary I was not going to create, but since he is an experienced individual, they need to know that he has experienced over the years. Okay, now come here. Work experience, he has worked in Kotak IT Solutions and also in Google. Yes, he did not work. That means myself, I did not work. I just created as an example for you. Okay, now coming to education, same skill set I kept the same as in the fresher one and the experience one. The only thing that is different from that and this is that here you have projects, but here you have experience. If you have experience, there is no need for your projects. Yes, if you want to keep your projects, you can still keep them, but only if they are big enough for an experienced individual. Okay, now I will also show you different resumes for different job roles. So this resume is my own resume, which I have done for my data analyst role. Okay, these are my technical tools, technical skills and tools. This is different from full stack because it requires this. Data analysis is totally different and it's totally different skill set. Experience, you can see I have put my experience, and projects, I still put my projects because I do not have much experience. This is my own experience as a YouTube content creator. Education is the same. Certification, here you can click here and go for certifications. Here I did not add my GitHub link, as you can see, because at that time I did not know, but later on I learned it and I have added. In this also I did not add, but for you guys I have added it, right? So you click on here, it will take you there. So this is how you will make your resume. And also let's go and check my resume over here, my own data analyst resume. Okay, I'm going to add this. Okay, this one is 95. It was actually 100 before. Okay, word count is less. Okay, maybe I have removed something when I was updating it. Okay, as you can see, there is no problem over here. Only word count is less. I think it should be over 300, I guess, but it's 95, still pretty good score, And do not believe these scores on online. Different websites show different scores. Only an HR can tell you what exactly your resume is and how they review. And now let's go to the expert tips. So when I talked about expert tips, I meant for real. If you want to be in contact with experts, go to LinkedIn and get in touch with all the hiring managers out there. I will show you one hiring manager that I am familiar with. So Harish Neelam sir is my boss at Kotak IT Solutions. And you can go into his profiles and you can see his different various articles about how resumes actually work and how people actually, hiring managers actually hire you. And you can go here, HR does not need many certificates. You can see this particular article and you can know that, and certification and others, it does not match. See, this is not always the case. In professionals, that I care about skills. So they care about skills that mention in your resume rather than your certifications. So always remember, skills matter more than resume. So one of the personal tip from my side is that make your resume not stylish, but same as we did, a very good looking one. And be to point and do not repeat words. And also do not include your own personal achievements or hobbies, or you're into sports, you have this singing talent. They don't care about that. What they care about is the work that you do and what you're going to do for their company. Show them that you are capable of doing that. And one more important tip is that always update your resume. As you can see, I did not update my resume, which I have shown you. So I'm going to go and update it now, as well as you will have to also do it. And if you're applying for different job roles, just as I showed you before, right? I have different templates for different job roles. These two are the same roles, but I have different projects in them, because this one will help me get into data scientist job, and this will help me get into data analysis. This will also help, but this is more of a data science side and this is more of analysis side, working on Excel. So that is the difference. You always need to change your resumes depending on your particular job roles. Okay, always remember that. That is important. So I hope this video has helped you, and like, comment, share and subscribe for CodeTech IT Solutions. It will help us grow our channel more, and it will help us motivate to do more videos and to help the community out. Thank you for watching the video.